That's a copy. We're live. We're back. We're here. It's the bar. It's the Bar Guy Show. Black Compass. Black Compass Media. Salute to everybody pulling up. If you watching, hit the likes. If you not, subscribe and all that good. Hold on. Got you. Coming in. Oh, let me get Cole on. Let me.
Checking. Black Compass Media. We're here. It's your boy Young Cola from Chicago putting on for the Midwest. I don't can give my opinion, not yours. I don't can only be me, nothing more. Let's get it, Polo. Breaking news. Let's get it.
Breaking news, man. So, those of you not watching, Murda Mook is no longer on the OVO card. He released this. Hold on. Let me read the full statement. Let me read the full statement of this one. It is with great disappointment that we announce that Murda Mook will not be participating in the up and coming card till death do us part. Despite efforts by the URL Drake and Mook to bring the God tier MC to the stage once more in 2021, the stars did not line up. This font, by the way, is extremely difficult with this little period. I just wanted to say that. Mook did everything in his power to rise to the occasion for fans, but during the negotiations for the battle, several mishaps transpired in securing him a viable opponent. One potential opponent who originally agreed to this highly anticipated contest reneged on his verbal agreement, opting not to sign his contract in the 11th hour. Another opponent did not believe he was prepared in such limited time to ensure performance worthy for such high caliber card. And while Eazy the Block captain, a rising star that was announced, stepped up to the challenge, all parties in good conscience could not go forward. Everyone wants to give the culture the very best. And because of this unfortunate twist and turn in negotiations, the outcome would not be possible. Smack White, the URL team, committed to reserving the integrity of the sport. When possible to create magic, we do so with our energy, resources, and talent. However, from now on, we will see that a battle will not live up to the mastery of its own hype. We will kindly do what is professional and make the best decision. URL. Man. So it is. They backed out because of. It sounded like it didn't happen because of money.
Man, that's what it sounds like, Polo. It sounds like, well, it can be money because we seen Calico saying it was about that bag before him and Surf one going down. But I'm starting to see, in my opinion, Polo, check it. Yeah, in my opinion, I'm starting to see that this Drake card got these guys going a little bit beyond. They're letting their eyes read what their pockets can't get. They're letting their eyes over imagine what their pockets can't get. Everybody sees Drake, caffeine, and everybody's trying to up the ante. Listen, guys, we know the money is here, but I think we need to relax. I know opponents backed out, but it would have been dope to see if Murda Mook could complete the task of 2 battles in damn near less than a month and a half. That would have been great on his resume because we haven't seen one of these guys do it. How you feel, Polo?
Well, speaking kind of how I feel is I kind of felt like Mook. I think the time, in my personal opinion, you hear me? Copy that. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. In my personal opinion, I feel this wasn't enough time for Mook, man. I felt Mook. I just felt like this was like a low reward, high risk kind of battle. You go in there as Murda Mook, you coming off the Reed Dollars battle. So I thought personally, I liked the battle. I was there live. It's vintage nostalgia for me. I like the battle in my way. It is a weird, cringy battle. I like that. But nobody liked that battle. They called that the worst, blah, blah, blah. So it's coming off of that, and then you're facing a nigga that just had the #1 battle to me of the year, the battle of the year with Chess. Yeah, that's a lot, man. I don't know. That's a lot.
Well, do you think that was the reason that you seen Murda Mook on Steers from Battle Academy, Salute Philly, Salute Steers from Battle Academy Live, expressing or trying to put the complaint that Briz Rothstein backed out? And I seen Briz also join the live saying no contract was ever signed or he didn't void anything of the obligations or the negotiations. So Mook was just doing what we say in the hood, a lot of cap. So what we doing, Murda Mook? Briz say he never signed anything, but you keep saying he backed out on you running.
I don't know,
allegations, false narratives. Okay. What we doing, sir?
Okay, now it says right here in this release statement that his first opponent and I'm pretty sure 100% this was about Briz. This is a long statement. It says it was a great Mook to bring the gods here. One potential opponent who originally agreed to the high anticipated contest reneged on his verbal agreement, opting not to sign in his contract in the 11th hour, meaning the by the end of the day.
So basically,
that was Briz.
So they basically saying they had a verbal agreement, but nothing was signed. So it's basically Mook saying verbal agreement, meaning the street terms. Once as a man of character, once you say I'm gonna do it, we expect you to stand up as a man. That's what Mook was saying. But I think what Briz was saying, business-wise, I felt it wasn't right. I never signed none, so I said, forget it. And I also just seen a tweet from Briz under that post you read that said it's 100K now. So is it that Briz is trying to play the game that he's been out so long and he's won all this money because he feel like he's a hot commodity on a situation that he haven't battled since the situation with Mook, T-Top, and Calico?
Wow, that's a very excellent point. That's a really good point. I don't know, man. I don't know what to call it. I really feel like this is I feel like this is a low risk. I mean, this is a low reward, high risk situation. Mook cannot afford to go in there with Eazy the block captain, a rising star, or any new guy at that, and go in there and get completely dismantled. I think if this is the reason, I think Mook is doing the best, man. I'm actually going to reach out to Mook.
But could we, with Eazy being his opponent, we can't say it's because of time with Eazy, because Eazy will have the same time as him. So I can see if he was saying he didn't want to battle Briz this fast, which he was acting like he wanted to battle Briz. He
said his rounds was finished.
Yeah, he spit a couple of those a round or a half a round on Steers Live, Salute Battle Academy of Philly, and he had some rounds for Briz. So is it that he really wanted to battle Briz or he felt like Briz was over prepared than him, or because something, or was it money? Something got to make you back out. Because if you're Murda Mook and you're supposed to be up here and rapping is nothing, you can rap in your sleep. Getting ready for Eazy in a month and a half shouldn't be nothing for a Murda Mook. We gotta test that. We have to.
But I'm trying to see it when things like this happen, I try to see it from both sides. I don't know, man. I just feel like, again, and then on top of this, I just feel like, again, man, Mook is too short time for Mook, man. I think it's easy for Eazy because it's Mook. It's a lot I could pull. I could dig into the archives. I could pull from here to talk about this, from here to talk about this, from here to talk about this. Versus him, he kind of got to find angles to talk about.
I can't give Mook that excuse.
Okay,
when you say I'm the reason people battle rap, and I made battle rap, and I'm the reason. Remember, he just made a big thing about how much New York started this, and he was at the core of New York starting battle rap. It shouldn't be nothing for someone of your status and someone we hold in high regard to have or to be able to prep a month worth of material for Eazy when we got guys at UM1, UM2, UM3, UM4 doing the same thing. So I can't imagine in my mind to say it's the raps. It have to be either money or he just really wanted to battle Briz. And what you said, he don't want to die to a guy like Eazy, because I think Eazy is a comparable opponent, and I think he would have been a problem, in my opinion.
Okay. What do you think? Do you think this takes away from the card, being that Mook is no longer on the card? Eazy said it's still potential for him to get an opponent, even though if he does get an opponent, it's probably going to be on 2-week prep. Do you think that's even worth it, or do you feel like Eazy should just chill out and wait?
Hey, Polo, I don't care what you say. You see why every battle rapper trying to get on this card? It ain't about the battle. It's Drake's card, man. Let's get this shit all the way right. OVO in the building, man. This is Drake's card, man. Everybody somebody is trying to be on that card. DNA, Ace, I'm seeing I can battle them in 2. I've seen a couple people in the last hour of Breaking News, Breaker, that said they ready to battle him. You know why? Because you're going to be on Drake card. Listen, artist of the decade. Let's get this all the way in control. Artist of the decade. I only been living 3 decades. I'm just saying, this is artist of the decade. This is not something small. To say that I've been on the card with Drake Drake hosting, he may have gifts, surprises. You see what he did for Nitty and Geechee, an extra 50. Hey, it's Drake's card. I don't care who's there. This is a card you want to be on. It's already sold. It's Drake.
It's a fact. That's a good fact, man. Mook didn't have enough time to prepare. He dubbed the battle. We definitely we're gonna allow some callers to call in. We're gonna talk to, you know what I mean, get it off. Talk about it. So, do you think, does this take away from the card that Mook is no longer on it?
I don't, because this still got the potential. If you go down the card, you still got my boy Geechee fighting for his 3rd champion of the year. You got Lux coming out to fight a guy of this era, not them guys that's like in the surf level. He coming to, in his terms, he's at level 4. Because you got him, you got Lux them era, you got Hitman Holland them coming in their era, you got Tay-Rock in them era, and now you got Geechee Gotti. So he's come down to the 4th level and the top person that's coming the 4th generation of the wave. So I think that's incredible. We got to see if Lux can do that. We also got Sue Surf and Calico on the rematch, where Surf had a lot of excuses. Surf, you got to be just as good versus John as you is Calico. They say he beat you the first time. You say it's on URL, it don't count. Let's see. You got Rum Nitty T-Rex spinning the block. T-Rex was good versus Eazy. Let's see if Rum Nitty can revenge that battle. There's a lot of good things on this card, brother.
That is true. They're saying now, this just in. Okay, this just in. They're saying that Eazy and DNA, they're trying to lock something in by the night. I feel like now y'all pulling names out the hat. Respectfully.
I feel salute DNA. No hate. If the bag's there for you, I hope you to get that. The bar guys want you to get your money. Let's clear that up first. But objectively speaking, Eazy, just sit back. If you couldn't get Mook, just sit back. You just come off a great performance with Chess. You don't want to go in there because DNA's kind of hungry. You feel disrespected. Not saying you can't get the job done easy, and he clipped you. That wasn't where your focus at. And we're not holding nobody to no excuses of he wasn't ready, this, and the third. This is Drake's card. Everybody got to be ready. It is what it is.
Yeah, that honestly, I have to agree with that, man. You definitely have to be ready. What do you feel about Briz? I actually want to deep dive into that. What do you feel about Briz allegedly being the person that's backed out of this, and now he put under the comments 100K now? What do you feel about that?
Okay, Briz, I love you as well. If y'all haven't heard, go get the private lecture. Briz Rothstein EP. Benji Socrates produced it all, but that's another story. Briz, I'm going to keep it 100. You're not Ben Simmons. You're not under contract where you can hold out and your money's guaranteed. You're not. You're going to keep sitting out, and this money's going to keep passing you, and you may get one big bag to come back. But if you get your boot smoked, that bag is going all the way down, and I understand. You ain't been battling anyway. But, brother, I see you asking for 100K. Your last performance before one, besides the 2-on-2 was a good one, was maybe 2 years ago. You got to get back to the engine back running, brother. Your name is Briz Rothstein, but the work is what keeps you around. If Stephen A. went home, or Shannon Sharp or Skip Bayless or any of these professionals went home for a year, they not coming back to the same money. Maybe in the same range, and they definitely not getting more. And I'm definitely not trying to be disrespectful, that you was making 100K before you left here. So let's relax. Let's get in the ring, and let's make this thing reasonable, sir. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Briz. You haven't battled in a couple years. At this point, I think you're just trolling, man. 100K, Briz. Come on, man. Stop. I can never tell a man what his worth is, so I'm not gonna say you bugging for that, because I can never say, hey, you know. But come on now, what are we talking about?
What other potential battlers would you like to see? Would you like them to see them add the Charlie Clips versus Chess battle that they had coming up for this card, or that they announced, or at least Charlie Clips announced, or 15 Minutes of Fame?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't really. But I could be proven wrong. But so far, I'm not really excited about Clips and Chess. To be honest with you, man, I don't really see that one. But those be the battles that end up being fire. So I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that should be added. I think maybe they should try to do easy goods. I would think that would be fire, but goods ain't 2 week prep. Goods, come on, goods is dubbing that. Shit me, goods is dubbing that. So this is a tough one, man. This is tough. This would have really boosted Easy. I think this would have boosted him to even next level, like battling the Mook and support like beating Mook. I think that would have probably took him to the next level.
Just the fact of having a Mook battle, being in battle rap, that's one. Listen, say what you want. We like you just said, and you just mentioned, like it's Charlie Clips, Murda Mook, Loaded Lux, those type of battles. T-Rex, you want those battles, win, lose, or draw. Those battles, even if they got cold, if you someone that come in this game and know the history, it's like being there. I'm pretty sure if Michael Jordan could have played against Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain, he would have. Polo, that's just my opinion. And I feel if Bill Russell and them could, they would have as well. One thing rap allows you to do is you can keep rapping until you 50. Jay-Z showed us that. Kanye 45. Rick Ross in his 40s. A lot of people showed us that. Rapping goes a long way. And if you're able to get one of those Iron Solomons, one of those elites, it's always good as a resume builder that you caught one of the greats and the legends that will always be enshrined in this culture. That's my opinion.
Wow, that's a good one. Yeah, damn, that's a fact. Fish. Anybody? We're gonna put the link out there. We're gonna try to, I wanna hear some of y'all opinions on this. Get into it. People are in the chatter saying they should add the Lou Castro and Fonz battle to the Drake card.
I like that. But it's the Drake card. I think a lot of them guys Drake handpicked to keep it a G.
I think so too. I think everybody on this card was handpicked.
Yeah.
Because the matchups is like too detailed. Like I feel like this is definitely a handpicked card. The link is now put in the chat. Anybody wants to call up, talk on it?
I want to say one thing. Battle rappers. Ahead. I know Caffeine again, bringing the bag in. I know y'all hear brothers like Sue Surf talking 3 battles for 120. Took them a long time to get there. Remember that first. Second of all, don't let your eyes out count your pockets, brothers. Trust me. Keep building the prestige. Remember, Floyd Mayweather told y'all he had to take $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 fights and look like he was rich till he became the A-side. Sometimes you got to play the game, fellas. Don't outweigh yourself where you mess up business and it look like you being too greedy. Because listen, it's new stars being made. Real Six, Eazy's, Fonz's, Lou's, new people. A-side means these people is coming up and they want these bags too. Don't keep outweighing yourself and these brothers have another one of these tournaments and the MVP type guys and these type guys that's coming up, Kid Slades, have breakout performances and start. They do bars over names because URL is an imprint now, fellas. If you know it or not, it's going to move. Because if it was that case, all this battle rapping, this money y'all talking about, I have yet to see one of you brothers one-to-one say we're going to throw a battle rap event on our own, no spawning, no, not saying URL charity event, just saying whoever versus whoever, this is our card, support it yet. So until that start happening and we start seeing the monetary value come back, that's when y'all start over demanding, in my opinion. Because if y'all can get 100,000 and they won't give it to you, let's see you go battle one-on-one, do your own pay-per-view, and sell it. And let's see.
That's a fact. I mean, I guess, they like, they smell it in the water. Licking town, But
you got some of the people that don't. You got a nigga knowing here. Okay, you got a nigga knowing here an ounce nigga trying to get a 9-9. Like, bro, you not a 9 moving. You don't even got this much clientele. You got a high clientele to be at. Like, you can't. Like, it ain't no sense of a nigga going to cop a pound of anything if you ain't got a pound of anything clientele. You're wasting your time.
For $5. Lucci, salute Lucci. Ain't nobody trying to look stupid in front of Drake only having 2 weeks prep. We good on Gary. Salute, fellas, for $5.
Nah, to keep it 100, salute you. But DNA is one of the many people that can get in that room and get the job done. That's a fact. That's a fact. When it comes to it's if we want to see that battle, it ain't DNA can't get the mission did because DNA. This is way enough time for a DNA. I just seen DNA wake up and they tell them somebody missed the battle night before and have a round all freestyle. So over in London, like we not gonna salute you. I understand, salute whichever you call him, Gary. But at the end of the day, Gary turned into Peyton in the day. Steals, blocks, turnovers. Hey, yeah, he creating a lot of chaos. Nigga like GP. Gary turned into Peyton. That's DNA on the day's prep, nigga. Don't get it twisted, Lucci. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it.
Don't you ever get it twisted. Listen, everybody in here right now needs y'all to stop and hit the likes this very instance. I just checked. We're not at enough likes, so I need everybody hit the likes. Go crazy right now. What do you feel up? That was definitely fire. What do you feel about Big T and Eazy?
Okay.
Eazy Eazy said they dubbed it. He said on Twitter, nah, we asked, they ain't want it.
Big T. You from the city. You my boy. I don't know, man. Big T is at a point where he got to do a little reevaluation. Honesty. This is my honest opinion. My opinion. I can be wrong. I feel like he's just at a point where it's okay to have you already got things that's cemented in the culture, stamped, approved in the archives. You need to just try to revamp some things. You know you got a crazy type flow, but it's time for you to get more punch heavy. Big T versus Hitman. Big T versus Hollow the Don. I think you need. Everybody say don't go back, but your past is what make your present and determine your future. Because things in your past can hurt your present as well as your future. So everybody say, don't go back, let's go get my old shit. No, go back and dust the book off. Blow the cover off one of them old books. And sometimes, listen, bro, sometimes you forget a little math. Sometimes when you're in school, you forget how to spell a word. Don't be ashamed of that. Go back, blow that book off. Look at that book again and get revitalized, my nigga. That's it. I don't think that battle Eazy is just on a warpath. I want to see Eazy, Calico, Goods, Twerk, Real Sick. Some of the guys in that realm. That's who I want to see Eazy, in my opinion.
Let me coming in. We got a caller. Let me add one. Hold on.
Breaker.
Oh,
my boy comes sooner. Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, Caliber.
Good evening, gentlemen. How y'all brothers doing?
Doing great up here. Welcome to BCM SEN.
Thank you.
What's going on? What's up today? How you feeling? Mook just got announced he is no longer on the Drake card. What are you feeling?
Honestly, I'm somewhat disappointed, Polo, if I'm going to be honest with you. But at the same time, this card still gives me that feeling of being a new fan again. I was just having this discussion with Thanos in the Discord as well. Please join the Discord. It's still giving me that feel of like you don't know what's going to happen. You see beautiful matchups on paper that look stacked. But again, as a fan, I'm still slightly disappointed. But what can you do? These brothers have their expectations, just like Caffeine has their expectations. Caffeine expects people to show up and be professional, 3 rounds, don't bring any nonsense and stuff like that. These brothers have payment expectations. So the notice said all of the parties couldn't come to an agreement. You see what I'm saying? They didn't specifically isolate anyone. So if I'm going to be honest and transparent, I feel slightly disappointed, but I'm still happy that we get a fantastic card overall.
Okay.
That's a fact. So what opponents, Mr. Caliber, would you like to see for Eazy the block captain?
Right now, I don't want him to step down. Not being disrespectful to anybody else who may want to battle this man coming off this last performance with Chess. I still think he should be in that same realm, though. Maybe not, as you said, because Eazy may be in that 4th tier, as you said, like as far as generationally goes. I think he should still hover around that 3rd tier, getting those people like I wanted him to battle like the Tay Rocks and the Surfs and things like that. But seeing as how he kind of joined that movement, that collective, I'm not mad at it, but I would still like to see him hover around that, because I felt like before this latest performance, one of the earliest critiques that a lot of analysis had in the culture was, can he do this on a big stage? He's working great in COVID. He has the charisma, he has writing, but can he galvanize a crowd behind him? And he showed us. So I want to see him hover around that, like that right under Mook in them tier. I feel like it'll be a great test. I feel like that's the greatest way to not stay complacent. If you're scared for your life and you're fighting often, you're just going to get more comfortable in those fight or flight situations. I think he should stay around there. Maybe wait a year and a half or so for goods, Eazy. I don't think you got those badges yet to really combat some of the slick talk and money talk and the, you know what I'm saying, that grown man stuff that goods may bring to you. But I still want to see you around there.
Hold on. Breaker. Let me, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I would like for you to go watch Johnny Max, Philly First 48. He featured your boy Eazy. And Eazy kind of gets into his life story on there. And I want to commend that brother, because we kind of went through some of the same things.
Mm-hmm.
Being away, back home for home, shelters. I want to salute Eazy. I want you to go watch that story, brother. And then you come back and ask me, can he talk to goods? That's all. If anybody haven't seen Eazy, salute Johnny Mac Philly again, the whole Philly movement, interview Eazy. About an hour and 45 minutes interview. Very, very dope interview.
Okay.
Make sure if you haven't watched that, and then you tell me if you think Eazy have a problem talking struggle, gutter, streets with any of these guys in this culture. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Fair enough.
Excellent point. Excellent point.
I like that.
What do you feel about Eazy the Block Captain versus DNA? Because that's the matchup that everybody's pushing for now.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I feel like that's a clear imbalance. Just coming from someone who's been watching this for a while, DNA is very prepared and very skilled when it comes to handling some of the guys freshly on that stage, like freshly being indoctrinated into battling top tier opponents. DNA has historically one of the better freestylers when it comes to being on the main stage, which is a different skill as opposed to being able to freestyle in a smaller room. I don't like that. It smells like a lineup badly. It smells like a lineup. If anything, I would like to let them build that up a little bit more authentically, as opposed to almost shoehorning that battle in there. If that makes sense. That's just my personal opinion. So,
DNA. Wow, DNA versus Eazy. I don't,
too, bro. I don't know.
Let me hold on, break it. Let me get one more in. Hold on. King Tut. Well, what's up from Houston, man? What's up, H-Town?
What's
King
good, fellas?
Tut.
How y'all doing?
What's good?
I can't call it, man. Yo, man, this is some interesting breaking news, right? You know, we lose the battle that people didn't want, but they wanted to see Eazy, right? So nobody wanted to see this battle is what we keep hearing. But now the coach is kind of in an uproar because we're not seeing Eazy after that performance he had against Chess at Summer Madness. So it's interesting. You can't really satisfy the coach. It seems like no matter which way you go, because everybody complained. Nobody wanted to see Mook versus Eazy because nobody wanted to see Mook based on his last performance. So yeah, man, I think they should just. I feel bad because I think Eazy deserves a look, but I feel like my man made a good point. I don't want to see them shoehorn a battle in here at the last minute, because then you risk having a bad showing from Eazy. He's on such a high right now. He's had an amazing year. I mean, think about this. He battled T-Top. He had the 2-on-2 with Rock. He battled who else did he battle? She had Chess. He battled Rex. Like, this dude, like, come on, son. Like, if I'm Eazy, I get it, man. Money is money. Drake throwing out the bag. I'm not mad at that, but I wouldn't risk my reputation and all I built up this year to have a shitty performance on this big card in front of Drake. And then my momentum goes down because I'm battling somebody like DNA, who is known for slaying PGs. That's what he do. Like, that's what he do. Like, that's not a good matchup for him. And it's 30 days. It's short prep. It's less than 30 days.
Yeah, it's about like 2.5 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So I get what Cola was saying. Like, we did see these young dudes do it, but they were doing it from a different standpoint. And Geechee's an alien. He different. Nitty, they battle every other day. But if I'm Eazy, I've built up such cachet right now. Like, he's in line. Think about this, right? Eazy don't have to battle nobody in his class at this point. He's already battled Rex. He's already battled Danny Myers. He's already battled. He's about to get Mook. I mean, dog. He battled Geechee in the 2-on-2 theoretically. Like, yo, Eazy chess. Like, Eazy at this point next year, he can get names like Calico. He can get a Goods. He can get a Rock if he wants to. If even though they gun titles together, he can get anybody he wants. He does not have to. He has skipped. He has really missed the jump the top tier from the proving grounds. Like, he took Chilla Jones' slogan and made it his own. He jumped from PG to top tier. Like, this dude is really top at this point, top tier, and the fans want to see him because every time he comes out, he shows out. Every time he comes to a battle, he shows out. Like, name a bad Eazy performance, and since he's been on URL, you can't name one. He's had a good showing every time.
Yep, it definitely started with Swag Tanner, and he just started knocking people out left to right.
Man, listen, bro. Listen.
Go ahead, Cola.
Stop forgetting one of the dopest battles, even though Stumble, him versus Eazy. Eazy versus Stumbles is one of the dopest fucking battles on the app. I don't know why everybody skipped over that battle to Swag Tanner. That Stumbles versus Eazy was crazy. I wanted to just say that. And like I say, this has been hard work from Eazy, man. Like you say, the boy say he started rapping in 2012. Everybody think this is overnight success. Let's not get this twisted. Bottom line, like my boy Eazy say, I went to jail, had things that could have altered my life. Go again, watch the Johnny Mac interview. A lot of interesting things in there that I don't want to tell y'all. Came back out, told his girl Hurricane Dude, I'm gonna be one of them niggas. And to see it into fruition now is fucking incredible. But like you say, DNA can get crazy. He gonna go in there with at least a round of all Drake. You were so far gone, you thought it was Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. You wanted to be successful, but you know he gonna say all Drake songs. Like DNA can get crazy.
You know a battle I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if they could get it on this card. Eazy versus Head Ice. Like because of the top tier. I don't know if the Wolf can get ready in this amount of time, but Eazy versus Head Ice, that would have been to me the better substitute. And I agree that this card is kind of jumbled up as far as like the matchups. Like, I would have rather saw Eazy versus Geechee or Eazy versus Cal and Surf versus Mook, or so, like, they could have really played around. I don't know. I know Drake picked these matchups, and I know y'all heard y'all on the show last night, and I think Polo, you said the card was dope, and I think me and Tone
said the card is dope. Posey's really down like a card.
Posey and Drizzy, I think Posey made a good point. He said like he was sold a certain bill of goods, and now he was sold a card, one way, and he ended up getting another card. He said the card wasn't bad, but he thought it was gonna be matchups like Daylight and Daylight and Lux and Mook and Surf or Mook and Briz. And it's like I would like to see, another one, Hollow the Don and Mook. That to me is the battle that should have been on this card. Like, the fact that Hollow the Don hasn't gotten Mook yet is baffling to me. After he had the classic with Lux, arguably beat him. I mean, I don't understand why that battle hasn't happened. I know they got deposits years ago. I don't understand like why they haven't battled yet. Like, to me, that's Hollow. Hollow is one of them niggas. And Cola, I love you, man. I know you're a battle rap enthusiast and everything, but you gotta stop leaving out Hollow when you talk about them that cachet, that Mount Rushmore type. You listed all the people like the boss fights. Hollow is one of the ones. Surf actually said it on a live when he was going at Cuban, I believe. If you ain't, because he was talking about Geechee, he's like, if you ain't battled a Lux, a Hollow, or a Mook, if you ain't got one of them on your resume, you can't say you at that level. So I think Hollow we don't respect Hollow like we should, man. I'm a huge Hollow fan, and I feel like Hollow don't get the respect he deserves, man. He just arguably beat Nitty, and he beat K-Shine back to back.
Well, it's this a coach where I respect him, but am I a big fan? No. Do he wow me like the Clipses, like the Rexes, like the Luxes, like the Mooks? No. It's just everything's not for everybody, and that's fine. I ain't here to disrespect him. I respect him, but it's just not for me, King Tut. That ain't one of the battles. It is one of the battles that you should want to get it. K-Shine wanted it, but it's not. It wouldn't be one of the battles if I was a battle rapper. Yeah. I'm looking at Clips, Mook, Rex, Lux, Surf, Geechee, now them type of guys. Hollow just ain't.
But I mean, I get what you're saying, but Hollow is. So
he a legend. He a legend.
Okay.
Respectfully,
okay.
No, I ain't.
As long as
we ain't taking that. Okay. Listen, I said that before I even went into he's a legend. I respect him, but I'm not a fan of his craft. I respect that he get in the ring and he fight and he winning, but I'm just not a fan of him, and can't nobody force that. It's like everybody like basketball players. You may like guards, you may like centers. You know, you may think he a bum. Some people may like him. I don't think he trash. I don't think he the greatest. He's just not for me.
Yeah, that's an excellent, respectful way to put it.
I mean, that's fine. Like, I'm not a Diz fan, but I don't take nothing from Diz being, you know, from what he was and what he put on for the culture and how he deserves that place in the first ballot Hall of Famers. What I like to call them cats, like Diz, Hollow, Mook, you know, Lux, Rex, those first ballot Hall of Famers.
Now listen, I'm glad you said that, King Tut, because we can go into this while all you brothers here real quick. Now, Surf did say, if it was a Hall of Fame, just 5 people, what wave would a Geechee Gotti be? And I ain't here to get into waves, but what I can say is, just because a lot of these guys was around, it's dope, and they will get in. But Geechee 4 years of work is better than these niggas 10 years of work is Geechee 4 years of work. Is that making any sense to you? Their 10 years body of work is what he did in 4 years. And some of these people, 10 years is not even his 4 years. So
can I respond
even
to
though
that
the names and people been around, no disrespect, and I ain't saying Thesaurus and Diz and these type of guys don't get in, but Geechee 4 years of work is better than some niggas 10.
And you're 100% accurate. I think one thing we have to put into take into context, right? I'll put into context is this. Geechee started doing this right as the bag really started to change. Like, Geechee got on, it was regular URL, and then they immediately had the app jump off that, and they got the caffeine deal right after that, right? So you got to understand when you talking about some of these older guys, right? And I'm just looking at the URL time. I'm not talking about kicking the dot. They was making good money, but they weren't making the type of money that Geechee's making. So yeah, Geechee's moving really quick, but I think it's because the bag. Geechee can write fast. He very rarely chokes. He does slippy blippy. He does stumble on his words a little bit, but he's consistent. He gives you 3 rounds. But I think the money is so good. That's why his resume looks the way it does. Think about it, man. When Geechee got on, he became the face of URL. He was the opening act for the app. That was the Genesis card with Twerk. So, and Geechee brought a certain style that we really hadn't seen. So in my mind, I feel like I agree with you. I feel like Geechee's body of work is amazing. I argue that in my chat. I got a group chat. I argue that in my chat all the time. Geechee's 4-year body of work makes him a first ballot Hall of Famer in my mind.
First ballot?
I got him. Now listen.
He's the first ballot. He's the first
now
ballot
listen,
definitely.
Because I was just finna say, you mentioned the time and the money, but you got to remember this. Magic, Dr. J, Bird and them was here before Mike came. Mike hit with the explosion of sneakers, Gatorade, and all this shit too. But he's still considered the greatest. And listen, as well, USA Today put out a top 20 greatest players all time, or top 10. And LeBron is from the newer generation, and he was number 2. So just because you ain't been around as long as some of these guys as 10 years, don't mean you can't go on ways before them. That's all I'm saying. Because when you take Geechee, and listen, after this year done, he finna battle Lux on Drake card. We got to add that. See, we got to remember what card this is. Just like we revealed Summer Madness and a Gnome and Jadakiss or Big Fendi them was here, or Diddy them was at Summer Madness too. This is Drake's card. Not only is he on Drake card headlining, he just won a tournament where Drake came and put up the extra 50K in UM4.
Yep.
In 1 year. So he got a chance to be a 3-time champion of the year and went through greats. Just Battle Calico, Clips, all these type of guys. Tay Rocks. He did Mavs. All these. What are we doing?
So let me ask this question, and let me pose a question to answer your question.
And I want Caliber answer this question. Yeah, Caliber can answer this question.
Okay, Caliber, answer this question for me. So, if you had a top 5 to go in right now, you know, like you said, we just talking about battlers, no Smack, no Beezy, none of that. 5 battlers. Who does Geechee go in over when you talk about your Luxes, your Mooks, and things? Like, some of those cats seem like they shoe-ins to go in, right? So who does Geechee go in over? You know, who does he go in your first 5?
I'm gonna tell you like this. This is my answer for that. As a bar guy, I'm not gonna do you the disservice of giving you the top 5 without having the resumes here to be able to argue why I got these guys going in before these guys, because it'll just look like I'm talking bullshit and it's invalid. But what we need to do is have a show for that, and I can explain that better, because that is a good question. But I don't want to just talk out the side of my fucking neck and just say this without being able to have who I'm putting him against stats just as well as Geechee stats. I may know everything about Geechee, but I may not know everything about a Diz to the T all the way back before grind time. So I like to want to have that before I have that type of argument to say who go before who. That's why the conversation and Surf bringing it up is so fire. But I'm definitely got him going before a lot of guys, for sure.
Caliber, what you think? Well, let me hear it.
I agree slightly with Cola, what he said, because I would like to be able to put it in a way to where I can quantify my response. But Geechee is definitely over a lot of the brothers who were in that, I almost like to call it that dinosaur era, like before the things were recorded on camera, even when we were going through the Smack DVD era and things like that, because just his body of work, how he kind of propelled himself onto the scene, because like you said, he did become the face of URL very, very quickly, coming off the heels of that Genesis event and everything else like that, which he did have to fight for. He fought through a gauntlet of people who were standing in his way badly. People were giving Twerk the push early on when he was still stumbling, mumbling, fumbling, forgetting material, everything else. He got up there and washed Twerk in front of the world early. So yeah, I do feel like, and of course, I always like to pay respects to the people who put on for their region heavily. Geechee is definitely up there. He's of that same ilk, in my opinion, of the A-Verbs. You see what I'm saying? How A-Verb was able to come in and kick the door down, go to New York, piss everybody off, put on for the Midwest. The Big T's as well, who did that as well for the Midwest. You see what I'm saying? So for the West, obviously Danny was there before he came into URL and everything else like that, but due to certain miscalculations on not only his booking side, but even holding himself up to the certain standards, even with the Real Sick thing, he dropped the ball when it mattered the most. Geechee has yet to do something like that, yet, and he's getting ready to go up against Lux.
And two, Polo, I'm gonna ask you this. I see the guys keep screaming new era, but in a case, the new era is kind of already been here when you think about guys like the Geechees, the T-Tops, the Briz, the Avs, the Rum Nitty, and all those guys. That's basically the new wave of things after the Sue Surfs and all these guys to a point. So they kind of been here, and all them guys to a point, Chess, have came in and stamped they place in the culture. So we kind of looking at like we see the same name, but if you kind of see, even with this card, Real Sick getting Pet Stay, Geechee Gotti, all these guys, no, we ain't seen a T-Top or a Briz. Well, we seen T-Top this year, we ain't seen Briz in a couple years, but just look at his path before, you know what I'm saying, whatever happened with him. A lot of these guys already been seeming themselves legacies in this new era. And I think Geechee, like I said, he's going to make a lot of you guys, after this year, y'all might want to talk about Hall of Fame, because after this year, after Lux, and then what's maybe next, a lot of y'all guys' resume is going to look like airplanes. You know, airplanes used to make grammar school, the flying ones. A lot of niggas' resume is going to look like flying airplanes, man, paper planes.
Is this Hall of Fame? Is this all battle rap, or is this just URL? Because that was one question I did have when they talked about this. Are we just looking at URL content? Or are we looking at battle rap as a whole? Because I think
it's just URL. The NBA, when the NBA lets you in, you know what I mean? It's strictly like NBA college. It's all an association.
It's not, well, Polo. It's actually not. It's all basketball. It's all basketball. It's college. It's NBA.
But they're all in good terms with each other. Is what I'm saying. RBE and URL is not in good terms with each other.
But if we're talking all battle rap, even if you just talking all battle rap, bro, a lot of these guys want half of their accolades to be, oh, well, I helped put him on. Okay, cool. That's cool. But what I'm going off is work on the stage. All that I put him on, or I started the league, and cool. Okay, cool. The rappers of the league still got to rap. What I'm dealing with when it comes down to a Geechee Gotti is battles and what happened on the stage. All that other shit, because yeah, you can help people get on and all that, cool. But the coach can't play.
Right, but I wasn't. I'm saying like this. Okay, case in point, I was writing some names down, right, of my 5 that I would go in for me first ballot if I had to vote, right. So like, do we take away Lux and Hollow being 106 and Park champions, right? Freestyle Friday.
No.
Do we take away Do we count that? Do we count? Do
Yeah,
we
we
add
count
that?
that.
Okay, so and then Polo just said, RBE, they ain't on good terms. So do we take away Verb's win over Mook on RBE?
No.
Do we take away Lux?
No. Wait. Because y'all talking about entirely URL Hall of Fame is URL Hall of Fame. They're only
No,
counting
that's what I was
URL
asking.
he
stuff.
was saying,
That's
he
what I was
said, we
asking.
talking
Then
URL.
you can't count 106 and Park and none of that.
Okay,
URL's
so-
only counting their body of work. Now, if somebody comes out and say, "Hey, we want to do a everybody Hall of Fame," then you can. But
That's what he
URL,
said, brother.
no, that's not what he's saying.
No, Polo. That's what I was asking. I needed clarification. So now Cola's point makes more sense, because now when I look at some people on our list, like a Hollow, like a Lux, some of their stats that you would put as accolades don't work because it's not on URL. Like all of Hollow's grind time work no longer counts. All of Smack DVD stuff works, yeah, but like Arce's work on grind time doesn't work. So now we're looking at Arce's battles on URL. What did Arce do on URL? Verb was one of the only guys in battle rap to beat 7 Mount Rushmore candidates, or to arguably have battles against 7 Mount Rushmore candidates in Rex, Mook.
But Verb got enough on
Diz.
URL.
I know
Verb got enough on URL.
But what I'm getting at, if I look at his battles, right? If we just look, I'm just take Verb's small record for instance, right? He lost to Rex. Diz was on King of the Dot, don't count. Hollow was on Street Status, don't count. Even though great performance. He beat Lux on URL. The Mook battle don't count. So now his resume doesn't have the same weight as it had if you're talking about all of battle rap. So that's why I asked the clarifying question. So if it's just URL, then Cola makes a good point. Geechee is first ballot. He's going to go over a lot of people because they're
Listen,
outside.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
But look.
Now I do got the stats on this. I'm willing to argue this with any nigga in the culture. The first URL Hall of Famer, the best nigga in this shit is going to be Tay-Rock. Stats, numbers, we can do whatever y'all want to do. I got them on hand now. It's nobody more decorated in this shit than Cave Gang, Tay-Rock. Bottom line, and that's without a Lux, and that's without a Mook. He's the most decorated nigga in URL history. And I'll bet that to debate that with any nigga walking.
That's a fact, though. That's a fact.
Wow, this has been actually been really good debates. I want to see one. So last thing, do you think now that Mook is not on this card, it takes away from this OVO card? And where do you rank this OVO card on paper? Like when it first came out, reading this name, where do you rank this on paper with the Mook battle and without it?
I was with the people who were saying this on paper is the greatest card of all time. When it first came out, looking at how the matchups looked, looking at the crossroads that people were getting ready to have in their careers, the possible storylines that can happen in light of certain people winning, certain people losing. On paper, I felt like this was the best card of all time. I went back after you guys are showing everything else like that, started going through those early Summer Madnesses, early Domes and things like that, even went down to the little Civil Wars and stuff like that. This is a stacked card. This is literally somebody like Drake or Hove or somebody with a big bag had to come in and put this together. This budget has to be insane, like just absolutely insane. So I love it. I love it. I can't wait to see what was going to transpire in light of this. I'm really looking forward to seeing how, because I've been rooting for the brother all year. Real Sick rounds his year out. I think he's going to beat Pat Stay, in my personal opinion. I think that's going to look beautiful on his resume. It's going to catapult him in a different way to start off next year. I think Geechee's going to have a classic against Lux. I'm looking forward to seeing what Rum Nitty's going to do with a second chance against T-Rex, because that first battle it's painful to go back and watch, seeing how good Rum Nitty is now compared to what happened back then. I think this is phenomenal, and I know it's going to get the traction and support that it's supposed to get, because not only Drake's name being on it, but the infrastructure that is Caffeine pushing this through the tube nowadays as well. So I think this is going to be great for the culture. I think it's going to be great for the fans, and also think it's going to be great for the battlers as well. So that's my opinion.
I think the card, in my opinion, out of 10, I get a card of 7. I give the card a 7, not because of the battlers. It has a lot of battlers I like or I want to see. I think the matchups are weird. I could take this same card, and if I remix some of the matchups, I think I would probably get a 10 out of 10. I mean, Twerk and Rock is that's a dope battle. But again, I'd like to see Mook versus Surf. I would have liked to see, Hal versus the Cal battle Nitty yet, that would be a good one. Like, you know, like I could have done something with this matchups that made it better without even adding additional people. Yeah, I would have let us see Jazz and Gaddis and Loaded Lux versus Daylight, things of that nature. I mean, Jazz and Misfit. But even if I just took the names that are on this card and tweaked them a little bit, I think the card could have been a 10 out of 10. But right now, it's a 7 out of 10 for me. I didn't care to see Rum Nitty versus T-Rex. I don't care to see Sue Surf versus Cal. I mean, we had a good surf, but I mean, we're talking 30 days prep. I'm not sure. I'm excited about Rockin' and Twerk. I'm interested to see what angle Lux takes versus Geechee, because Geechee in a lot of ways is just like the new version of Cal. So is he going to resurrect the "you're a lost nigga"? Jazz and Gaddis is one of my favorites. She's fire. I can't wait to see that. And of course, I think Real Sick and Pat Stay is going to be a super style clash, because Pat Stay is going to jokey, give you some bars, and Real Sick is going to rap. So, you know, I'm excited for the card. I mean, I'm not downplaying it. I just would have played with the matchups more. I think the matchups kind of weird in some instances.
Okay,
I
got two things.
Go ahead, Cola.
King Tut. I got two things to that. First, let me address King Tut. I mean, A+. I understand you may like Hollow, but I'm gonna give you the best analogy I can give you. If I think a woman is cute and you think she ugly, I like her, brother. If I think your bitch ugly and everybody else thinks she fine, she ugly to me. That's just how Cola go, bro. I don't like Hollow. He's not my preferred. He's the legend. Cool. Respectfully, he's your GOAT. He's not mine. Go eat a cow. Period. Now to you, King Tut. Now, one thing I disagree with you at is it's a 7 because I would have switched the matchups. Nigga, you ain't booking no battlers. That's what's wrong with you fans. You fans think y'all smack them, bro. What the fuck you mean it's a 7 because you'll switch the names around? And no, this shit is a 10 because first off, it's Drake, Geechee, and Lux. I'm paying $8 on the app for that alone. Now you gonna give me Rum Nitty Rex again on where they said Cal. You gonna give me Surf and Cal when Calico and Surf. What if y'all haven't been under a rock? That versus started at the top of the year. Calico Surf right here on Black Compass Media. Let's get it all the way in 50, 60,000. That's another story. But at the end of the day, this shit is a 10 out of 10, man. It's Drake. It's Caffeine was broke. URL took Caffeine. Artist of the Decade was gonna have you may have all type of stars in the building. We just was in Houston. Lil Flip, Trader Truth. You don't know who may pop out in Calabasas or somewhere out there, brother. This is 10 out of 10. This is history in the making.
I'm gonna use your same analogy though. You just said you might think a woman cute, and I might think she ugly. You think it's 10 out of 10. I say it's 7 out of 10. I'm using this.
But I'm saying when it comes to booking battles, though, see that woman I can go choose. That battle I ain't booking.
Yeah, nigga, I ain't got Drake's money. I ain't booking it.
So how you can't take? Listen, you get and me as that woman.
Opinion, though,
I get to hold on, King Tut. I get to dictate which woman I can go get. I can complain about that, but I ain't a battle rap league owner. So how could I complain about what matches should be what matches when I ain't putting $1 to a match?
I pay my $8 a month, my nigga. I'm putting it on something. Dog.
That's $96 a year. That ain't gonna do it.
It don't matter. I pay my $100. You know, you come back to Houston, I'm always there. I support, but no, I get what you're saying. Like I said, I like the card. I personally would have done some things different, but again, I'm still gonna support. It was just Polo put it out there. I gave my opinion. I'm excited for the card though. It ain't a 10 out of 10 for me though.
That's a fact. I just want to give a perspective because I said not you personally. That was a question I need to ask the fans through you, Pauls. But these fans be always, they should have did this, they should have did that. And sometimes we need to realize, Watch Battle Live gone. We get to watch it on Caffeine for free. We ain't booking nothing. We may buy some merch, but cut it out like we league owners. If you want to see them matches, fans, not my boy King Tut, go book a battle or battle rappers. If y'all think y'all can make the money, like I said earlier, let's see Daylight and Lux, like they said, we're gonna do it on our own, which has been taking them 3 years now.
Yeah,
do this shit and let's see what comes from it.
Mm-hmm.
And salute King Tut as well, man. Definitely a great fucking host, man. If you ever go to Houston, get in tune with my boy DJ King Tut, a man of his word, is gonna hold it down. Not like a lot of you Houston guys we couldn't see with a flashlight or binoculars.
Hey man, y'all listen. Y'all always got the open invitation. Y'all ain't gotta. It ain't gotta be a battle event. Y'all
I'm gonna add one more here. Let me get part of my back. Sebastian is here.
Yo.
Break time. 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Yes, sir. How you feeling about Mook not being on the card?
It's a doozy. They might as well. It's. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's name it something else. Like I don't know. That's one of the stars, man. Like what are we doing? We getting like replacements? Like this like the replacements, the movie, but it ain't the real athletes. It's the replacements. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that, B. We're not doing that. Chalk the whole card for real. Honestly, pack it up. Pack the card up, B. Pack it up. You can't get Mook on there. Pack it up.
Y'all think the card is thrown away now?
Mook on that. When the coach just said Mook was the ass and shit they seen.
Nah, fam, we not doing that.
Oh, so you one of them guys. Mook is trash when it ain't beneficial, but now the new guy get him that you like. And I thought you used to call, Eazy on fire. Mook ain't on the card, but ain't you the guy that used to call Eazy the bus driver and Eazy the glue man?
He still is.
Let's talk about it. I got him, Polo.
He still is.
I got him.
Eazy the repairman. He's still Eazy the repairman.
So how? When you just said that Mook ain't on the card, when Eazy just was better than Mook on the last card, but Mook is why the card is ruined. How?
Are we really comparing Eazy the skydiver to Murda Mook? That's what we're doing these days.
Eazy the skydiver. Eazy just lifted the stage versus. Come on, I just caught you. But you just was saying Mook, but you saying Mook deserved to be on this card, but Eazy the glue man.
Facts. Mook deserves to be on this card. Absolutely.
Come on, man.
Tell Eazy the skydiver.
I called him.
To Euro step.
Hit him with a Tyson Fury, G.
How did you? I just said if Mook ain't on the card, scrap it. What are you talking about, B?
What you mean if Mook not on the card, scrap it? When Mook wasn't just that good, nigga.
We talking about Murda Mook had a subpar performance.
He had a terrible performance.
And now it's just he's Eazy the backpacker is better than Murda Mook now because
that ain't what I said. That ain't what I said.
Why you keep
what I'm debating you is it's no fucking way just because Mook not on the card, you come on and say scrap the whole card.
Scrap the whole card.
Hold on, sir. When the whole coach has just been saying Mook was ass in a 2-on-2, Mook was just ass at Summer Madness. His best battle was 2 battles ago, in their opinion, against Tay-Rock. Okay. How, if he not on the card, is scrap the whole card, brother? How?
He's one of the stars. He's the guy. He's one of the guys. It ain't that.
So you saying you don't want to see your guy Lux?
Pardon me?
Because you're a Lux lover.
No, whoa, pause. I'm not a Lux lover.
Yes, you are.
We're not doing that.
That's one of Lux's biggest fans, beloved.
No, he can rap. He can rap. He's cool.
You even though Lux is still on his card and Mook not scrap the whole card.
Yeah, you need both, B. It's a complete ordeal. You need both. You can't get both. And first of all, it's a dub when Eazy is he looking for a battle? Like what is he doing?
So
he was a replacement, right?
Ray Charles, you can't see or you can't hear something. There's no way you just tell me Lux on this card, Geechee on this card, Surf on this card after the poems he just had, real sick, Pat stay on the return after his last time seeing him, Rum Nitty after sitting in 150. You telling me Mook not on this card, scrap the whole card?
It's
man,
incomplete.
Go get you some glasses, Ray Charles.
It's incomplete.
You can't see or you can't hear. A hearing aid or some fucking glasses, Sebastian.
No, I'm saying it's incomplete. The card is incomplete.
No way, man.
The card is incomplete.
Man, y'all don't stop
with
the cap,
one battle off. Like
y'all just battle like y'all didn't want to see Mook. Now you Mook biggest fan.
No, I think he's nice. I've always thought he was nice. I thought Mook he's nice.
So the fact that his opponent he couldn't get after we explained that Bread said verbal agreement, he didn't sign a contract. Eazy was maybe the third opponent. He ain't gonna be there. Now he's not gonna be on the card. You say scrap the whole card?
Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing? Honestly, what are we doing?
Man, you done lost your damn mind tonight, man.
No,
wait.
Like, what
do you mean what we do? We still got T-Rex we still got Rex and Nitty. We still got Real Sick Paste. We still got Jazz Gaddis, Geechee Lux, Tay-Rock, and New Jersey Twerk. What?
So this is a 10. So this is a 10 out of 10.
Bro, it's not that, but it's like this. This is what y'all been doing as fans, bro. And I don't mean to just put it on you, Sebastian. Maybe my anger is past you. But
sure.
every time a fucking card drop, it's never a 10 out of 10 for y'all, bro. When is the fuck is gonna be a 10 out of 10? If y'all feel like y'all not booking the battles on the cards, it's not never gonna be y'all never grateful.
Well, I think Summer Madness 2 was a 10 out of 10.
My nigga, that was like 100 years ago.
All right,
I would say Gnome 9, Gnome 8.
I mean, so was Michael Jordan lighting the league up. That was 100 years ago. The fact remains, it was a 10 out of 10. So
I mean,
let's go spade.
In order for us to say it's a 10 out of 10, we still got to see it. But on paper, this is all the big names. This is and Surf Calico. This is all the big names on this.
Mm-hmm.
Now is Surf back out of this? But Surf.
Let's go. Like already. Then what? Should we scrap the card then?
Ain't nobody really trying to back out of this.
Ain't nobody backing out of this.
Nigga either trying to hold the opportunity at ransom, somebody like in a Mook position, or they coming to battle. Or Calico, I need 100. They got that right. This Drake card, man. This artist, I keep trying to tell. We just keep trying to overlook. No disrespect to none of these other fucking artists. CLB just dropped, nigga. You see the streams on that? Everybody's gonna be tuned in, man. This shit was all them Source Magazine. This is 50. All these XX. What do you mean? This shit is big.
I remember this. I remember this too. I've seen it.
It's the Oscars.
Damn, I seen this before. Y'all remember when Total Slaughter did this?
Don't
remember this,
Sebastian?
We seen this before. We seen it before.
First off, hold on. Let me get him. Hold on. First off, Drake is the #1 artist in the world right now. The #1 hip hop artist. Hold on. He's been on top of the hip hop game for over a decade.
So was Eminem.
Drake knows he knows trends. He knows how to push things forward. He's in tune with the culture. Total Slaughter was not in tune with the culture. Eminem was not in tune hand in hand with the culture. Drake was. Drake was supposed to battle Mook.
So
in the culture. Hosted the battle with
Aubrey is in tune with the culture.
DNA over in Toronto.
Yeah, he's over Drake.
Yes, he
URL is on caffeine because of Drake co-sign, my nigga. This is huge, my nigga. He just was at the event, and he got URL. It's URL. Hold on, it still is a URL card first and foremost. Yep. Let's get that all the way in fucking in respect. It's a URL card. Drake headlining to put the light more on the light. Which he got them in the deal, which he's doing his part, my nigga. At the end of the day,
an R&B singer is in tune with the culture.
Oh my God!
Yes, he is. Where you been at,
sir? Please.
Listen to that, Polo. Listen to that. An R&B singer is in tune with battle rap.
Yes, Drake has been in tune with battle rap,
and he's definitely not no fucking R&B singer, man.
Yeah, he's everything. Don't do
Drake
that.
Drake is what you consider an artist, sir. Artist.
Yeah, I think.
Part 2.
I think what Sebastian was saying. I think.
Don't make sense of this crap.
No. I'm just gonna try to clarify one piece of it. When he made the comment about Total Slaughter, he's saying you get a big name to come in, throw up a bunch of bread, and the battles don't really work out the way they supposed to.
I just hold
on. Let me just say this show.
Yeah, go.
One thing. And then when he makes the point about Drake, you say Drake's in tune with the culture. Eminem comes from the culture.
Bro, stop it. I gotta stop you right there. That's it. Stop. I gotta stop you. Drake has been in the culture since day one, Summer Madness. Eminem has not. What are y'all talking about? Eminem was in the culture when 8 Man was trying to get on back in the day.
And respectfully, Eminem nor Drake can rap for these brothers. So when these brothers do come, or if they do come shit to bed, why we always try to put it on Eminem or Drake? They not rapping.
Exactly.
Lux, Geechee, Surf, Calico got to do their fucking job as being top tier niggas in this culture. Why we always blame who threw the event? Well, Smack got to stop booking them. No, Smack booked the best niggas he thought was going to give him the best show. Unfortunately, they showed up and shit at the bed. He can't control that. Like, why we always do that?
No, you were dropping Aubrey's name as if it was some validity or something
Your
like that.
name's
I'm
Sebastian,
saying,
so you can't call him Aubrey. Like your name's Sebastian. What is you talking about?
No, I don't understand what that
Your
point was.
name's
I'm just stating that
Sebastian. Aubrey,
Yeah, it is.
Sebastian, same
It is.
wavelength. Like
my
that's
name is
not
Sebastian. Yes. I mean, how many times you gonna keep saying my name?
Like,
My name is my name.
How many exactly?
No shout out to Pusha T. My name is my name.
Both of y'all,
So
you
just
said
because-
his name.
Why you not calling him Drake?
I mean, his name is Aubrey, correct?
Okay.
All right, so I'm calling him by his name.
His name is Drake. You don't know him. We don't know him.
I don't know. Aubrey is his name, so I'm gonna call him Aubrey. So y'all, just because Aubrey is hosting a card, that means like the bells and whistles and the trumpets should be.
Your girlfriend
Sebastian,
call him Aubrey.
Sebastian.
You know your girlfriend call your real name. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not calling him Aubrey.
Like,
Number
his
one.
Why not?
Drake.
That's his name.
Because I don't call you Sebastian.
Aubrey, could you give me
Sebastian
some
and
other
Aubrey
refrigerator?
is the
Call
same
me, yes, call me
wavelength.
by my name. I'm saying I'm not calling him. I don't do that, fam. Listen, Aubrey.
His
So
name
Aubrey's
is Drake. Or whatever. Call him what you want.
I mean, he's
You feel more
a
comfortable calling him by his name that his women friends will probably call him. Go all to you, but I'm gonna call him by his stage name, Drake.
Oh, see, I'm not an actor. I'm not some performer. I call him by his name.
Six
So yeah, so
God.
this is because
Easy,
Aubrey.
nigga, you know what's up. Six guys.
Because of Aubrey is hosting his card, that means everybody should be, waving the pom poms or something. Like we've seen this before, fam. Like
No,
stop.
We never
Sebastian,
seen all these
Sebastian,
crazy top names on the same. Go ahead, Caliber. You can get him
Sebastian, what you're looking at, you're trying to give us an antiquated example. You see what I'm saying? You tried to bring in Total Slaughter as an example. Total Slaughter, as it's been shown, because it's been years removed from it, has shown that itself was a one-off. They gave us one season where people came in and put the money behind it and everything else like that. If you pay attention to them old interviews where Lux and Verb and everybody else was talking, they told us that they couldn't fill the venue. You see what I'm saying? So they were giving out tickets and stuff like that, trying to get people.
He definitely ain't called Eminem Marshall neither.
Thank you.
I remember
Thank you. And they couldn't even fill the venue up with all that money and backing behind Eminem and his cachet in the culture at that time and everything else. Now, we have had a whole year of caffeine. They have shown us that they are not fly by night. This is not a one-off. They have been with us throughout the whole pandemic, giving
almost
us
2 years. Let's correct it. Almost 2 years.
Pardon self. Almost 2 years, giving us consistent events, almost bi-weekly for in this 1 year, Sebastian, in 1 year, almost bi-weekly events. Things we didn't even know that we like to see. Things that we almost wrote off being fickle fans.
Hold on, Caliber.
No, keep talking, Caliber.
If hold on, just to correct them, to let them know, the app in 2019, 137 battles in 7 months or something like that. 2019, 173, and this month we almost like 160 range. So keep going, Caliber. Just wanted to update them on the stats of what caffeine and the app been doing, but keep going.
Appreciate it. So with that being said, we even went so far. Caffeine went back to give us that old feel, as King Tut previously brought up with the 106 and Park situation, where it was a tournament style fashion, which we haven't seen actually work out well in this era. We're not going to slander anybody else's leagues and everything else like that, but URL consistently gave us multiple matches.
And two, Caliber, listen, let's get this all the way right too. Total Slaughter, only part we didn't like about Total Slaughter is once it got to the big room. When they was battling in that house downstairs, that shit was fire. So let's stop acting like and keep acting like Total Slaughter was a total fucking collapse or chaos.
Total Slaughter was not a total slaughter. It wasn't.
So let's stop acting like, oh, was it just like Total Slaughter? No, Total Slaughter was fire. And even some on the stage, you just had crazy moments like your man's Daylight and shit like that. Yeah, like, let's get it all the way. Like Mook said, how the fuck this Total Slaughter? Like, everybody know Eminem not rapping, so you just come and see Eminem walk around. No, it was battle rap people in there, because who you coming to see? The battle rappers.
No, I mentioned Total Slaughter Code due to the big names that were behind it. That's all. That's why I mentioned Total Slaughter. Meaning we've seen this movie before.
Nigga, Smack a big name. You think Smack finna go let them people shit? If Smack with Drake know what he doing. And Drake been here before. You forgot Diz versus DNA?
Exactly.
Talk to this nigga.
Thank you.
I remember that. Yeah, King.
Wasn't the man you call whatever Drizzy Drake there? I call him Drizzy Drake.
Aubrey was there.
Okay. And wasn't that a good battle event? Have he been around? Listen,
on top of this,
he's been around two league owners.
Yes.
Listen, he didn't do what.
He goes to a couple events. That means he's in.
Now
tune.
listen,
keep going.
He didn't do what your boy Marshall did and just because he's been in here before, just try to start something. Your boy Drizzy has been up with Organic, seeing how he do things, as well as Smack. It's not going to be the same thing, pal. Eminem didn't do that.
Hopefully.
The track record, caffeine is the body of work that shows his connection to this new era of battle rap.
And the tournament.
And the tournament as well. He even goes so far as to show that he doesn't even only pop up for the Summer Madnesses, because he did pop up for the Summer Madness as well.
And didn't everybody show up for the tournament, Caliber?
It's already plural. You don't have to say Summer Madness.
He already showed in plural.
Pardon so. He showed up. He showed up at the end of the day. And he brought eyes to that, Sebastian. If you remember at that time when he pulled out that extra money out of his pocket, that was a moment on the internet, not in battle rap, in the internet. He knew how to conduct himself. Even when he went and sat down with Jay Black, Surf, and Nunu, he knew how to give certain input. He knew what was going on, knew who was coming up. Oh yeah, I saw so-and-so. I would like to see what they do in a couple of battles. No, he's not only around in the periphery, he is properly indoctrinated and he has assimilated properly to the culture as well. So much so, he's done it to the point and has committed to the point beyond money. That's to where he's actually here giving brothers an opportunity. He could have separated himself and just put his name. Oh yeah, I did this. He did the whole narration of the announcement of the card, Sebastian, as well. His brand.
So let me ask you, great promo. That was magnificent.
Wait. Preach. People in the chat listening. The topic is this like the same as Total Slaughter. That's what.
Thank you, Paul. Thanks for clarifying. Meaning a big name behind something, and they produce this. That's basically all I'm saying. Like we've seen this movie before. That's all I'm stating. We've seen this movie before.
But Drake has produced results already.
He has a few times. Go ahead, Cole.
He has proven results already. You're a brother of someone that want to see results.
You said results. No, he's never thrown an entire card, Cola. Has he? Unless I'm oblivious to this.
That's what my point. You're oblivious if you thinking he ain't sat down with Smack and the right people to know to throw the best card to be the best presentation for the best look. It can't be a failure on his behalf because these are the same battlers that's supposed to be the top 10, the best in our culture. So if they go in there and the card is ass, that's not on Drake, bro. It's on
I'm not.
The people who perform. If I book you you're an artist, right? You're an artist. You do paintings. If I book you and I got this great artist, I book you, you're going to get some bookings, whatever, and you come with some fucked up paintings that nobody wanted, I booked you, but that's not my work. Okay, the man is showing proof. I'm going on to the next. I'm going to be able to book another great artist because my history as an artist is already solidified. I'm artist of the decade, my nigga. I can fail 4-5 times if that was the case, but it's no way I can fail with guys that's supposed to be professionals that's been doing this on a back-to-back basis. Like Total Slaughter wouldn't have got Joe Budden. Joe Budden ain't rapped in a battle in years. That's why that battle looked like that. Your man's. Ain't that your man's as well?
And let me close this out by saying.
Ain't Joe Budden your man's as well?
let me close this out by saying.
Yeah, rapper Joe.
Let me close this out by saying Drake is also one of Drake's compliments that people always give him, that he's very in tune with the youth. He's very in tune with all the latest trends and everything. So Drake is in tune with the culture. He definitely has been to a lot of events. He's talked to the battlers. Mook always tells the famous story how he was supposed to battle him, and they was actually going to battle, and Chubbs kind of dubbed it. So he's in the culture, man. Trust me.
Yeah, no, I'm not Polo. I'm not stating. I'm just stating that he's never thrown a card before, so let's not get the pom-poms out. That's all I'm stating, yo. Just because El Drake is around,
he sponsored the KOTD
doesn't
card.
mean that we're going to throw the pom-poms.
He definitely sponsored a lot of cards. He paid for the disaster DNA.
He sponsored the KOTD card with Diz versus DNA, brother.
Yeah. He did a card already. He did a few cards already, brother. You got to do it. Listen,
it's proven, Sebastian.
Wait a minute. No. So I'm saying like this. Polo and Cola like this, meaning a trailer, promotion, all this, like AKA it's been dubbed the Drake card. So he did this before?
Yes, but it wasn't dubbed the Drake card because he was more so like on it, but you know,
that tournament was considered the Drake tournament. He put up the best tournament.
Yeah, UM3, the best one.
He put the bread up for UM3. It was 100,000. Drake 150,000.
150. That was the best tournament.
What I'm saying is, allegedly, he put these matches together, right?
It ain't allegedly. It's the Drake card.
Okay, so has he done this before?
We just said, yeah, he did.
No,
this.
he didn't, fam. I don't recall him saying that he's done this before. He actually handpicked
Bro, go
these
look
matches.
up DNA versus Disaster. He did that card. Then he did the whole UM3.
He picked
did a
those
whole
matches, though,
Hey,
Polo.
listen,
That's what I'm asking.
humbly, respectfully. Every person in the battle rap community, if you can, please just go to an event, because what sometimes how you feeling at home is a whole different type of experience of things. Instead of just sitting at home waiting for the worst, I just want to say that all this shit he talking about, that's the things I think about when Sebastian talking. That's all I wanted to say. Goods voice, slick talk God. Listen, man.
Yo.
Like all that shit you talking about, beat it, man. We done with this one, man.
Yeah, salute to you, Sebastian. Salute, man. Salute to Caliber, King Tut. We're gonna try to get some more. I mean,
Where my boy King Tut again. I'll be in Houston real soon, King Tut. Before the window open, nigga.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
You know the vibe. Man, Sebastian, what the hell? What are you talking about, Sebastian?
What is this guy, man? Who brought Max Kellerman in here?
Sorry about that. Roger that.
Who brought Max Kellerman in here, man?
Listen, salute to everybody in here, man. We had 400 plus. I mean, everybody hit the likes. Thank you. Breaking news. We just, something new we doing. We here. We out of here, man. Salute to y'all. You got anything you want?
Man. Hey, one thing before you go. Battle rap is coming to the spaces, nigga. It's a movie. What time is it? You lucky I got some things to do, but tomorrow I'll be dropping a fly early morning. Battle rap coming to the spaces. All the battle rappers in the culture, all the people that watch battle rap, make sure y'all tuned in, man. This is just for y'all. Y'all say y'all ain't got this. I want to be putting on for battle rap music festivals, battle rap concerts. Let's get this shit going, man. If you support battle rap music, if you got battle rap music and you watching this, get at your boy, blackcompass@gmail. Send the music. It'll get to your boy, and we gonna get it cracking, man. Black Compass Media, man. Salute the whole squad. Salute the army. Y'all know the vibes. OVO family. We in the building. OVO everything. It's a finnack.
Salute to everybody. We'll be out of here. We out of here. Polo Bird.